Hey, amazing people. How are you all doing? Let's see. Hi, how are you guys all doing? Yep, your girl is back at it. And what have I had on? Oh, I didn't even know I had a hat on. Hey, everybody, welcome on in. It's RN to CEO. And what is she doing? Listen, trying to get those steps in. And sometimes we just got to use the bike. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, I really appreciate you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. You definitely want to give a thumbs up. Make a comment down there so you can like, comment, hit the notification bell, and you can always come back because we're here. Lots of great information, personal, professional development, a lot about entrepreneurship. And if you're in the wellness space, a healthcare worker or coach consultant, one of those, you're more than welcome. And everybody else, because we have information that can help everyone. And I decided on my YouTube journey, whenever I do my lives, I decided that I would, you know, focus more on my wellness. So that's what I've been doing. And because I've been doing that, things has been going really well. So I can't complain. I can't complain. And one of the things I wanted to talk about, it's our journey to wellness while we're conquering this beast on our YouTube channel. Let's see the chat. Yay. Hi, you can say hello. And always a thumbs up is good. So is the grass really greener? Does it look greener on the other side? You know, a lot of people are saying, oh, I'm going to take this content creation to the next level. It's going to be my next job. There's nothing wrong with that. You can always decide that you want a another stream of income. And so YouTube is not a bad idea. But when we're going to compare it to replacing our jobs, that in itself takes time. Hey, Jason, thank you for being here. Yanisha, thank you for being here. Nasula, good morning to you. Good morning. All these amazing people jumping on in. Great to see you all. I got to come and visit. A little bit late this week, starting off, but it's all good. How are you doing? What time is it where you are? Nasila, is it morning? Need your morning word in? So what am I doing? I'm actually on my bike. So, since I've been doing YouTube, I decided to make certain that I'm focusing on my wellness. It helps to get rid of the anxiety and figuring out what works and what doesn't work. So I just decided I'll do these restreams here. Just woke up. I know you're about to go to bed. Yeah, I'll probably go to bed. It's 10 p.m. It's after 10 p.m. New York time, for those of you want to think about where I am. So it's on the East Coast. I guess it's Eastern Standard Time or Daylight Saving Time. I don't know. But it's it's after 10 p.m. New York time. So it's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I always thought there was like 6 hour difference, but 7 hours. Okay. Roblox, what's up? Oh, it's 5:08 a.m. Wow. Nasula, that's early, as they would say, early in the morning. That's pretty early. So definitely you guys are getting ready for the day. And what do you tell yourself? It's going to be a good day. Give me a thumbs up. Let's do a little motivation, get you guys ready. From Canada, 54 Wishbone, big up yourself. Canada is in the house, man. So sorry what's happening over here. I ain't got nothing. Most of us ain't got nothing to do with that. We love Canada. We love Canada. So big up to Canada. Thank you for being here. Much love to Canada. You know, I always say whenever we get an opportunity on a new day, we got to look at it, take it for what it is. But you also going to have to speak things into existence. You got to speak those things that today will be a good day. And even if you're about to retire for bed, you can say, review three things. The gems are coming right now. Three things for today. What were three things that you accomplished? What were three things that you felt great about? What are three things that you can say be in total gratitude? And for those of you on the morning side of things, yes, three things you need to accomplish today, right? And three major gratitude. Even right now, Nasula, waking up, you had a bed to sleep in, right? You have gonna have a little breakfast, you're able to get some water, take a shower, go to work. You know, that's a lot. So gratitude is huge in the beginning of the day and at night. So you see how it works? Hey, in my Mercedes world, thank you for coming in. So you can go live with Restream. Nasula. Yeah, so you know, it's a good day. Nasula, it's a good day. It's a very, very good day. All things, all good things I attract to me. All good things. It is a good day. God woke me up another day. We love the American people. Yes, Canada. Oh, Canada. Don't know anything else, but enough respect to Canada. Yeah, man, we'll figure it out, you know? We'll figure it out. So you can go live with Restream. What is it? Maybe I missed something there, Mercedes World. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't want to go over 12 hours, right, Mercedes? Yeah, I don't want to go over 12 because they're not giving all those hours. I've already figured those folks out. Yeah. So I think the other day I just ran off schedule and I don't know what they did. Yes, you got to love people. You got to have a love in your heart for people. And even with entrepreneurship, I'll tell you, yes, it may look easy, but it's not. And there are moments that you will be frozen in time. There are moments that you're going to go through it. But then all you can do is pick yourself up, as the song would say, dust yourself off and start all over again, because it's about living. It's about loving people. It's really caring about people, not about stuff. And I think if we do more of that, and there are many of us who are, because, like attracts like. We're not perfect. But if you just decide to say, you know what, I'm just going to love on people. Yes, yes. I saw what happened the other day for me. I think it went over, just lost track. And I think they took back some of it. Yeah, it's like they took it back. And I think I've done 11:55, but it's good to give myself way more because I'm like, where these things going? So I'll definitely keep it under that. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, guys, I should have a premiere at around 1 p.m. Eastern time, New York time. So if you see it, you can just give me a thumbs up just to remind yourself so you guys can come back and watch, just to put a reminder on it. I'm really going to talk about some of the things that nurses have been experiencing in the workplace, and not just nurses, because we see people are overly anxious right now. Everything is happening. So it's happening all over in the workplace. And so your safety. So I notice there's certain words that I can't really use over here. And I had to change the thumbnail, had to change the title, but I did say it a couple of times in the video. So I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I feel like it's going to be a very good video. And I know they may play with me, so I'm just going to do another version of it just in case, because a lot of it has been going on, the violence against nurses, because I'm a nurse, so I'm speaking from that. Oh my goodness, they sometimes take back half. Oh, yeah, because what I do sometimes I would screenshot and it would tell me the numbers. And then I go look and it's saying 0.00 since this stuff went out, or 0.02. And then I'll go and look at the life of it. And I said, oh, so I'm just like, so maybe that's what they did. I'm telling you. Sometimes it's just something for run, So maybe 6 hours. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. But I still like coming live and connecting with people. And so, yeah, as I was saying, entrepreneurship may look green on the other side. You have a lot of freedom, a lot of time, but it's also how to handle all of that. It's best to go live on YouTube. There are a lot more hours to give. Oh, yeah, definitely. And I'm thinking about doing that. I'm just having issues with the phone, but I'm thinking if I'm going to do it a silent one, I could possibly use the phone because I won't be talking, because, sometimes the issues when people they weren't really connecting because of the sound. Yeah. Yeah, the loop is good. And I try to keep that under. But with this, it's even worse on the other one. We call StreamYard. Oh Lord, that one only give you a certain amount during the month. And you will be there streaming and get one thing. Not even one digga minute. You get nothing. So they all find ways to get back. But it's just a discipline of coming live. It's just a discipline of talking about what we do here on YouTube. And there are different ways that we can build our watch hours, the silent lives. I used to do them at first, like raindrops and stuff like that. And I stopped. But what I saw that's working really well is just connecting with people on the lives. And that gives me some watch hours. And the loops are pretty good also. Also finding my niche. It's just taking too long to get the videos out of my phone. So that's another thing of entrepreneurship. Yeah, it looks, people are making videos, but it's the time. And the time with it is that I can't get it out of the phone. And I have two phones. But what started to happen, they started to change. Both iPhones started to share information with each other. So now I still don't have the right amount of time. Yeah. 12. Hey, Els, how are you? In my Mercedes is in the house, and a few other people from Canada checked in earlier. How are you? We're talking about, a little bit about how entrepreneurship may look easier on this side. But I'm going to tell you, even with the freedom and flexibility you have, you still hit some potholes, as they would say. Els endeavors. Yeah. So how do we, what are we looking at right now? Is it possible, and the other half of that, is it possible to create a stream of income? And Nasula is in the house, yes. Is it possible to create a stream of income on YouTube? Is it possible to do that? Or is anyone thinking about it? And we're seeing people are doing different things with it. DoorDash, she's out there, she's doing, I think she was doing shout outs. I don't know how much she was charging for that. I'm like, yeah, she could go shout me out and they come over here and everything is a hot mess. I don't know. But anyway, good for her. She did the shout outs. Now she's doing, she'll evaluate your channel. And that's what she chooses to do all the time. Yes. The time was my biggest issue. Yeah, for me, once I got the 1,000 subscribers, and I try to get it over 1,100 before I even say, yeah, I got it. Because, sometimes you get people, you lose them. I started to do things a little bit different. I said, all right, let me really focus, because playing with YouTube doesn't, you can't win. Their algorithm is tight. Their software is tight. Their search, it's a search engine. So we can't really, play with it like that. So for me, what I did, I just started focusing on my niche. And by me focusing on my niche, I I start to attract the people that I need basically for what I do. And in that case, I don't need a whole lot of people, because the right people will funnel back to me. All right. So I've said it before, it's reverse engineering for being on YouTube. So some people may be here, they want to build this community, they want to build their subscribing list, and they also want to get those watch hours so they can be monetized. And there's nothing wrong with it. And there's some people who do that full time. Some creators are doing it. It's possible with focus and consistency. Know your audience. Yes. Yes, you got to know your audience. Some creators are doing it for free. They're doing what for free, Els? What are they doing for free? I charge, again, you have to know your audience, 99 cents and $2.99. It's working. So maybe that's where your community, 99 cents and 2.99 cents. And that's, is that for the community? Once you can create a community. Yeah, there are ways that you can make money on here. But even if you say there's some people who are doing she will just, she will audit your channel. And again, think about it. How many can she do for free? Can she, the shout outs. Oh, cool. Oh, wow, that's nice. Because I was one of the people who supported her. I never really spoke about it, her first program. And the reason why I did it, I actually liked her. And I'm telling you guys, sometimes people just, because the time when I came back on and that DoorDash phenomenon started, and I was like, I'm out. And then when she did what she, when her name was really getting to the top, then people were so negative. And I said, I almost left. And then I bumped into Nemo, and, they were talking about, you can grow on YouTube by just being, you don't have to be rude and nasty to people. Check out their stuff. And if you like it, then you can go ahead and subscribe. And that I liked. Members and private live chat. Yes, that's good. Nasula, she said, I will have an online Thanksgiving party on the 22nd of March, 2025. All are invited. Okay, cool. Are you going to do like a premiere so we can reserve? Okay, you will put it up and comment, and also post it on your community board. All right, yeah, Nitya. Hello, everyone. Lyrics by Nitya. Yeah, based upon the schedule here. Hey, Nitya. She said hello, Sharon, in the chat. So yeah, that's it. Els Endeavor, we were talking about, is entrepreneurship greener on the other side? And meaning, can we use YouTube for an additional stream of income? And I said, yes, many of us are, we are, offering value. There's value. And so when you do that, there are people who will say, okay, I want to be a part of that. I don't mind giving super chats and stuff like that. So there are different ways that people will support. People will support with time. I appreciate whenever I'm doing these lives, may be a little mundane, but a couple of you guys, you come on, you hop on, and you show love, and I do the same. I have like 3 different things here doing my thing, supporting, and many of you have done that for me. And so the time is one of the most important thing, and it's good. So I am really tapping into my niche. Yes, put it on the community board. I had to learn how to do it. And you probably could even do a little video. I know they have the banner, but it may be the paid version. You probably could do it as a restream, like a little ad. And people will watch it over and over. But I know you could also do like a banner kind of thing. So maybe you can do a restream thing, just letting us know. even if it's an hour long or whatever, they're going to be like, all right, say this is coming up when, uh, here's the link, check the link below this video, and then they could click to wherever it's going to be. So maybe you can arrange it ahead of time. So yeah, we can use it. And that's one of the things when you get the 3,000 watch hours, I think that's when you can do community and possibly the super chat. And then after that, it's the ads. So for me, it's just really understanding how to use it. I feel I use it more effectively offline. For me, it's more effective. And if you've watched some of these gurus, you'll hear them talk about coaches who may not even have the videos that's needed or the following, but it's their audience. And if you know your core audience and everything you need to know about them, are they the ones who are able to afford what you're putting out there? And so if you use it that way, then it makes sense. So yes, you got to know your audience and what is it you have to offer your audience, or what is it that you are willing to offer your audience. Absolutely, Nasula. So you're going to have to think about it. What is it you want to share it with them? And like for right now with DoDash, and she was doing the things for the audit for the videos, there are going to be some people who are going to support her. So even if it's just 5 people, that's $1,000 right there. You know what I mean? And there may be some people who feels that, hey, what she wants. And she said, I caught part of the video today. She said, I know people are going to talk about me. So, they did videos about her. So it's a very smart marketing move, whether somebody takes her business or not. Take her up on it. Why? Because she said they're going to be talking about me. They're going to say, oh, she's scamming people, all of that stuff. She's very smart. Yeah. No, once you get monetized, YouTube, set the ads. Yeah. Yeah, the ads will be after the 4,000 watch hours. But with 3,000, 1,000 subscribers and 3,000, I know there's some other little things you can do. But yes, once you get monetized, they'll set the ads. But also there's some people who can choose where to place some ads. So all of that is going on in there. You know more than me, Miss, in my Mercedes work, because you're doing it. So yeah, I know about the 3,000 and the 4,000. But for me, it would be nice to get the 3,000 just to say, hey, I'm being consistent. That's the only reason why. I'm like, all right, let me set a goal. Remember, YouTube takes 45% of your earnings. Yes, they do. And one of the things is this. Now, I still give those super chats, but some people have buy me a cup of coffee. There's one in my thing. Nobody has bought me any coffee. I don't drink coffee. I'll drink water. But there are other ways you can get it. Some people have other stuff, ways that you can support them. There's some people, they may have their Cash App, their Zelle, their PayPal. But when it comes through YouTube, and maybe some people may feel more comfortable with it. Remember, YouTube takes that. Yep. Yeah, so they do. That's the thing. So you give somebody $50, they take in more than 50% of that, more than $25. Yes. And yes, see now was my Mercedes where she's saying I place the ads manually along with YouTube ones. Yes. And that's why when I tell people to have these videos over 8 minutes long, it's a little bit easier to place a little bit more. And stop worrying about content creators coming to your page and that they're not going to watch. If they don't want to watch and they're out of integrity with it, that's on them. But there are people who will watch your long form videos. Like I said, when I go walking, I'm looking for a video 20 minutes or more because sometimes it's cold outside. I can't keep taking out my hands and stopping every 4 or 5 minutes. No. So you do need, if you're thinking, just in case monetization were to happen, do you have these videos? Thank you, Nasula. Yes. Yes, I place manual ads, and Nasula said, still here. I appreciate you. So that's the thing now. And Nasula, I notice a lot of the girls over there, they get monetized, and then you guys are not going as hard as you were before. And because YouTube is pushing new content into the feed, I have to go looking for you guys. I have to learn how to spell Nasula underscore Nasula. True. 8 to 10 minutes get the best ads. Yeah, guys. And I underscore Rupert had told me to get the videos over 8 minutes, because I used to just like doing short videos, and I got really mad when I could not get my videos out of my GoPro. And then now the two computers, they're full, because one is for work, one is for so now I'm going to get a third dedicated computer, and I got a external hard drive, but trying to switch back and forth. So I had to learn my lessons with that. Cassie's Kitchen Creations. Oh man, I know you have a lot of yummy stuff this week for me. See, I'm already exercising before I start looking at the food. Here's a fun fact, Sharon. If you are dressed in your life, they pay more. If I'm all dressed up, if you're dressed in your live, they pay more. You mean people buy more super chats? Yeah, people are visual. I know that definitely for Facebook. When you go on and you're made up and you look good, because Facebook is my jam. So let's say I'm at a black tie event. Okay, I may need to use my phone, just link it to my PC. Yeah, I may need to do that. And so from the browser, I could go from there. My phone to my PC. But when I do my events and, you're all dressed up and looking sparkly, yeah, it's different. I'm telling you guys, after monetization and I'm way past the watch hours, a lot of these videos are going to come down. Don't forget with a K. Yeah, guys, you're making me falling down on the job. Okay, Nasila said, after monetization, some people burn out because you realize it takes 365 days to get watch hours, but to get threshold is every month, and it's so taken. So wait a minute, you guys got to get $100 every month? Isn't the threshold $100? Is it different in Kenya? Don't forget with a K. Cassie's Kitchen Creation with a K, y'all. Yes. Yes, work it out first, then view at your own discretion. I'm telling you, I'm in here trying to bake some stuff. I'm into the juicing. Wow. So my Mercedes world, you have to reach a threshold every month. Elle said, if you don't hit the threshold in a month, does the amount roll over to the next month in order to bill? So so what's an example of a threshold? Do they want you to make $5, $10? It has to be $100 every month? So maybe you could get that from the ads. Yeah, maybe you can get it. Can you get the threshold from, okay, so this is the thing. Can you get the threshold from the ads, or can you get it from the ads, or is it only like super chat and community members? Oh, 100 every month. Okay, so in my Mercedes world said that you can get it from the ads. So this is why encourage people to come on to watch your videos, place those ads, and just ask them. There are many people when I go on their thing, as long as you're monetized, I'm going to watch your ads. Right? I'm going to, and sometimes, guys, I'll tell you, for example, Cassie's Kitchen Creation with a K, her videos are longer. And so they put ads, and sometimes they'll test you. I've had some that ran, a couple of times I've seen it where they'll run a 45-minute ad. I didn't know. I would just left my stuff running and let the ad go. Then they'd come back and give me a 28-minute ad. I'm like, I don't know what this is about, but they do that sometimes. So when I see the ads, because I want them to win, that's what we do. We watch the ads. No threshold. It's different from ads. Only super chat and members. No, not from the ads. So no threshold. So there's no threshold for the ads. So you can still get paid. However, only super chat and the members. No, not from the ads. So then that's why you guys are going to have to work it more. You may have to work it more and say, hey, if you feel like sending a super chat or whatever, you can do that. And some people don't like doing it, but threshold from viewing time, including ads. Oh, wow. Threshold from viewing time. So, Cassie, your videos are longer and people are watching them because they got used to it. They want to get the recipe. That's the good thing. You can't skip. You can't skip any of this stuff, or else that cake will come out like a rock, right? Super chats are really helping small YouTubers. Yeah, so have an event or something. For me, in a Kisses Creation, it's just members and chatters. Okay, so it's just members and chatters. You didn't turn on your super chat in my Mercedes world? Because so they want you to make the $100. Then they're gonna take let's say they take the $55 or whatever they take from the $100. Let's say you make $100 and they take half of it. Is that $100 part of the half they're gonna take, and you're already at the threshold? My goodness, Mitchy Boo, listen. Now me have the whole house in juicing. Jeez, Pima. Me said the man go out and he buy one big something so of all the stuff to juice. So we've been doing carrots, apple, and ginger. I'm gonna just drop a little piece of lime in there. Nice. Okay, I know you're checking in from work. Bless up. Yes. Mitchy Boo, Australia in the house. Yes, you can get super chat. Speaking of that, Jamaica, and I don't know many of them know, but my sweet cocoa tea. One of our singers would call him cocoa tea. Then you be, gay. Cocoa tea has gone on home with the ancestors. So much respect to him, his memory, his work, and his family. May I tell you, if you get $20 from one person, they take $8. May I tell you, you know I'm coming to support. Bless up, yeah, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Michibu. I'm doing. I think yesterday I did it like one day juice fast, but I want to do it for 24 hours, and I want to do it consecutively. So, oh, they take, I get it, Merced. Yeah, so you see, they take a portion of it. They take tax from it. If you are Kenya like me, you pay tax twice in US and in Kenyan. So why don't you set it up in Kenyan dollars to receive it? We pay in US and you receive it in Kenyan. So yeah, that's the excitement why so many people are burnt out. I see, because it's a lot. My goodness. Wow. Wow. See, that's why I keep telling y'all, write your books. Write on the books, on the ebooks, and all that stuff. Put it over there and send traffic there. That's all y'all need to do. Put it somewhere and send traffic there and work what you do. You know, so aren't your face look different? Yes, I'm noticing some things too. All them chin here that used to come up. The skin is looking different. And today I went out in the sun. So if I look like I have a little tan, because I burn easily, I don't use anything on my face other than maybe a little moisturizer. I clean the skin at night and a little moisturizer. And if I want to put on a little foundation, I can. I don't really put on a whole lot of stuff, only if I'm going on a stage or something. And right after that, I like to wipe it off. Yeah, but the skin, it's feeling good. The body feels good. You know that ache sometimes, guys, you would wake up in the morning. Oh, it's them who set it up, Nasula. Oh, wow. I heard you, Nasula. I don't know if this is true, but YouTube is said to be thinking about not doing third payment. Wow. Ooh, third payment. What's that? My goodness. I'm in the money. You guys are in the money. Yeah, it's oh wow. Boy, this a YouTube thing, enough money. Oh my gosh. Michibu, them a 30 something. Yeah, I ain't no spring chicken. Them in them 30s. I mean, I have two little grand pitney. God is good. Yeah. Yeah, man. And I'm telling you, so I'm gonna see my skin will burn easily because I just go in the sun. So today I was out in the front and I was grounding myself. I took my socks off and I put my feet in the grass and I had the sun just come in. My legs them peel I don't know pierce. So I pull up my sweats and I just took the sun in. I just had to, you know. Yeah. If you are in another country and have someone getting your payment there, oh, 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 wow. I think I know what yes and no. Ah, so them have to. Okay. All right. I get that because I understand. So people are going to have to find another way and really think about YouTube. How do you really use it? Because I'm telling you, all of these gurus, this whole time I didn't put the thing in here to get how many steps I did. These gurus, these gurus are out here making money, teaching other people. That's how they make money, right? The gurus are making money. They have their programs, they have certain things in place, and they're able to get people to invest in it. How many, if you Google it, like how many people are on YouTube? How much billion? Is it billion? I'm sure, because if it's almost 8 billion away, okay. Yeah, I believe that in my Mercedes world. Yeah, because they're coming for theirs. They ain't playing. They're not playing. Yeah. Yeah. And any which way, they're not playing with that. But yeah, man, Michibu, I like the juicing. So I want to do so Michibu, do you do any time oh yeah, she's at work. But do you have days like you could do a 3-day juice only? Can you just do like a 3-day if you want to just do a juice fast? Because I know there are people who do like 10 days. And for me, I, more time, I'm not as hungry, but this redhead man is stopping everything. May I tell you, oh, everybody, they might go get for them share. 2.5 billion active. Okay, so 2.5 billion. So let's look at this now. We need to think bigger because there's some people, India, Pakistan, some place may not even know them. But also there's another side of YouTube that many people who are started are not using yet until you get sophisticated enough. Because like on Facebook, we have ads that you can target certain areas, certain demographics. That's why I'm saying people got to be clear on why they're here, right? So they're 2.5 billion people. And Michibu, let's say you put a book together for people like me, like who started juicing and with no time, skin are clean out and I feel good. And also many of us at a certain age know say I can't eat the way I used to eat because, and different reasons too, why I'll need other things on board. And you decide to say, all right, I'm going to create an ebook or something and put it together. And most of the people I work with, believe it or not, some will say they don't need the money. But I said, just think of people you can help. And many of them have been able to do it. And you can outsource whatever you need to put that thing to get together. Same thing, Cassie, put that together, right? And before you know it, it's something that can make you, before you know it, 6 figures because you're out here doing the work. I told you guys about, she's a nurse. That nurse can cook. She's a Jamaican girl. All she do a cook. Her escovitch, me tell you, she did it. I mean, the girl can't cook. She's a I think she's a NICU nurse, neonatal. She works with the yeah, she works with the babies. I'm adults, so I think she's a NICU, the newborns. She works with them, and she has her business. And in one of her interviews, her cookbook alone, if you find out how much her cookbook alone is somebody's salary that. Up, I started my book, long time host. So Michibu, you start the book. Ready for it. Cause me over here, Michibu, me over here, do some mix up. And I'm like, wait a minute, God, give this to us. And that juicer, I told you I had that juicer for a long time. That juicer, I'm trying to think if that juicer is 20 years or more old. I think so. I think I had that juicer. It's, well, I graduated nursing school 1997, and I think I had it after that. Man, yeah, maybe in the 90s or 2000s, late 90s, 2000s. Yeah, I've had it for a minute. So it's good. It's like really, I guess when that goes, it goes because it's like heavy duty. And so to get back in the juicing of it, definitely. And the thing is too, since I did the fast, um, don't want much meat. I don't have to like, I make my red pea soup and put whatever I need in there, but I didn't need the meat. So just making sure I get my legumes and some of the beans, especially for us who are low on the estrogen. You may have to do what they look at lentils, different things like that. So more research on that. So starting the book is good. Different places you can go to have folks help you to put it together, proofread it, make sure the photos are good, or just do it digitally and put that together. And if it's 2.5 billion people, and then now you're really getting into the marketing of what it is you do, you'll see a difference. So there are people who will just think, I come on here and I do this and that's it. No, these gurus are in major masterminds. They're getting the information that's needed and how to treat this thing as a business. They see it as a business and they understand and they invest. Because when we used to do the ads over there, I can't even say that name because I see where they blocked me in certain things I can't say. The book over there, yeah, it's targeted marketing. A lot of stuff is targeted. So there's some stuff that folks aren't using here, but there are people who seriously do that. They go and find you. They know how to find you. So that's what this is about. So you have to figure out what else am I doing? And do you have the time? Like Goga will have his Sunday service. And that's like what, 3 to 4 hours on a Sunday? That's a lot of work. So you have to decide what you want to do with it, Nasula. She said, yes, I used to cook meat on the channel, but switch. Yeah, and I have been juicing from 19-year-old with, that's why you look so nice, from 19-year-old with blending with the blender back in the days. This is what, Michibu, thank you for that. Because I bumped into another lady and her presentation with her fruit, her juicing and the fruits and everything was so nice. And then I went on the page and she was there cooking salmon, cooking steak and all sort of stuff. And I was like, yes, I eat meat, but for some strange reason, it just didn't make sense to me because I came looking for her juicing and I found her in the shorts. And I just love how she did everything. I said, okay, I'm going to get those bottles, the taller one. I'm going to get the little one, the shots for the green shots with the spirulina. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get my stuff. And then, so let me go on her page. She did a cook all kind of meat, all kind of, for some strange reason, it just didn't sit right with my stomach. Yes, Nasule, I got to go. At the gym? No, I'm at no, I'm at a no, I'm at a location where I can sit on a bike. Let's say that. Yeah, I have treadmill, bike, treadmill. No, I have some other stuff. What do you call it? Peloton and all of that. I don't have the Peloton, but I have the app and I can do it. Yeah, gym would have to be like 5, 6 a.m. in the morning and sometimes in the evening too. But for me, I also started to add some weight training, a little bit of weight training, because we need that on our bones. We need a little bit of resistance. So I'm taking it easy. The walking too, because when I'm done, it's over 7 miles, and the heel spurs right there. So I got to make sure. So I have good shoes, but I think there's something right across here, so I'm gonna have to get changed on it. But yeah, guys, we got to take care of ourselves. And bless up, may I tell you, with the walking and the juicing, it makes a difference to just know that, because some places around here it's almost like $8 for you to get a juice, a smoothie, $8, and then if they add something, so before you know it, you already spend 10 US for the juice, that the stuff that you say that you want. And what I'm seeing, and getting back to it now, is that I don't need a whole lot of fruits, because everybody will mix this, mix that, but it depends on what you need it for. And if people are watching their blood sugar levels, there are certain things that will spike it, so it's all within reason. But one thing I know, when I started fasting, and years ago I used to have acid reflux, and I was one of those people, I had to have something on my stomach or else the acid would come up. And when somebody told me fasting would cure me, I said, "Oh, you mean fasting is going to help that?" Then I was saying that the acid reflux would happen. And let me tell you something. I was one of those people who had to have like the oat and the chia and the cashew and everything is blended and make like a porridge. I had to have that for the stomach because it felt sore. But when I did that fasting, I never had issues like that again. And what that showed me, we have to, right, Michibu, we have to give the body time to heal. I'm going to drop a gem here. You have to give the body time to heal. Drop a one, guys. You have to give the body time, because always eating, the body don't get no time for rest. It's just always like this, It's always like that. So some people who do the intermittent fasting, after a while, it just becomes you. For me, it took months to get off the coffee before the beginning of the year, because I know what it does. And it's like this last time, it was like a vengeance. The headache, I almost took myself or tell him I need to go to the ER. That's how bad it was. The coming off the caffeine off a particular coffee, will not call the name, but it's pretty strong. And it was so bad. And I said, okay, let me make sure I'm hydrated. Let me make sure that I have water in my system. And somebody tell me never go cold turkey. You got the one from Michibu. I'm going to drop a gem here. And they said, never go off it cold turkey again like that. And so we just leave it alone, because I know how it pulls me. If I'm in the airport and I'm coming off coffee and I smell it, it's just like I get weak. I don't know what's in it, but the receptors, whatever it is, baby, they got a hold on me. So yes, we have to give the body time to heal and for it to clean up. So I'm sure you guys have heard of it and probably pronounce it better than me. It's autophagy. When the body goes into autophagy, yes. So that's why the fasting is good. And I think after a certain amount of time, it'll tell you the amount of hours when the body goes into it. Not giving medical advice, YouTube, and I'll give medical advice, but just to talk about my personal thing that I do for myself, YouTube, what I do for myself. So yes, so giving the body a time to clean up. The body needs to go like Pac-Man. You guys remember Pac-Man? And Pac-Man used to go. Yeah. We have to give the body time. And let me tell you, I told you guys that nutrition is one of the hardest classes. And many physicians, they'll tell you we're never really taught nutrition. Go figure. And in nursing school, man, that's would be the class. Nutrition, especially where I went to school, I'm going to say, that's the class that people would fail. nutrition. So if you understand something about how these foods and how it work for our bodies, don't let nobody tell you anything. You are way ahead. You are way ahead of the game. Because if your doctor did not teach them that, right? And if your nurses who are taking classes, and the class is usually chopped in half because nutrition is that difficult, guys, I'm telling you. Because you would have to plan based on what the patient was going through. I remember that class because I was nervous. I'm like, this is a class that people from last year were repeating the whole nursing program. You know, they had to repeat. I'm speaking about my school. I don't know about anybody else, but back in the day, they were not playing. You didn't pass that class, you're not going further. So there were people who failed, and many of them was from that class. And I'm like, what was going on? They said, you'll figure it out. But it's based on what any illnesses that the patient have, any other things that's going on. You have to know the right types of food. And let's say the patient has, kidney problems. All right. Let's say the patient is in the bed and not moving as much. So you have to know, and let's say the patient have heart disease. So based upon what, and that's why if you know a nutritionist, let me tell you, a nutritionist, when they get to tell you things, you have to keep them secret. They are good. Nutritionists are good, especially when I was anemic. And when the woman tell me simple little things that you hear, but you go a doctor and they might give you the other stuff because they're getting like maybe $400 a vial to give you iron that by the time you walk out to Ghana to your body, but like I was saying, nutritionists are good at what they do. So when we did nutrition class in nursing school, based upon whatever other, they call it comorbidities nowadays, every other thing that the patient have going on. So you have to know, let's say you're going to order breakfast and they ask you to make that. You already know that the patient have kidney problems. So you have to watch anything too high in potassium, right? So you have to do that. The patient has cardiac. So instead of giving them regular coffee, you have to give decaffeinated, right? Let's say the patient constipated. You have to say, okay, maybe the juice will be prune juice, but the patient is diabetic. So you have to watch all of it. And one day I had to make a whole meal. And I'll never forget it. I played it safe. I knew exactly. I knew the history of the patient. And so the reason why I could give you that sample, guys, the professor said to me, so you mean your patient is only going to have coffee, prune juice, or I said stew prune and something else. And she said, that's all? And I was like, you know what? You can have half a slice of something, of bread, whatever. But I was playing it too safe. She looked at me. I said, you know what? I don't want to be the one that she feel. I said, I'll put something more on the tray for her. You know what I mean? So in other words, you see all these things. And then if the patient is not moving and always bedridden, there's certain things that you will need the food to build back up. If this is making sense, guys, drop a 2. So like when I tell you people who are your juices who do this holistic, oh, no, the thing, no make nobody tell them to say, no. Because when we in a school, doctor now study it and we know if we feel because we don't know. And so when we look at it and say, wow, how is it our foreparents, how did they know that? Eat this for this, do that for that. And when you come and you study the same thing, I mean, if it's making sense, drop a 2. So when it comes to nutrition, guys, it's one of the hardest things. So that's why it's good to deal with people who really know their craft, who study it, and you've seen it work. Like the juicing, that thing. If I decide to say, boy, you know what I mean? But that's not the direction I go. I'm just saying that I can say I've used it to feel better, cut out certain meats, especially when I did the 21-day care for self, and there were no meat. I was so alert that now I really truly realize that certain meats I mean agree. Me and chicken. I like the gravy when they make it, look like a barbecue, but other than that, so you start to listen to your body, listen to what you put in there. And so when you're so in tune with it, when I'm in tune, I have complete clarity. and not the aches, waking up in the morning and wondering, what is this? Like, I need to get on the floor and stretch, right? You know, the Pilates machine, one of those things. It's like that's what you feel like you need, or you need somebody to give you a good massage. So, guys, this is what I'm saying. Taking care of ourselves is huge. And even though the grass may seem greener on the other side of entrepreneurship, we're finding out, even here in YouTube, to have this as another form of income, it requires dedication. And so many of you are showing up, right? We're showing up as best as we can, and we're supporting each other. And we're finding out, like, what are some of the things that we can do to truly up level. We're shutting down in about 4 minutes, guys. So I appreciate you for being here. So that's what I'm saying with YouTube. There's just so much that we can learn. We can learn from each other and support each other. But the thing is, if 2.5 billion people are on YouTube and we really understand how to use this thing, you'll be good, but it requires work. And after a while, some people outsource the stuff. They have a team, right? They have a team to work with them. And then they'll say, well, but a team is a whole lot of money. When you're first starting out, you may have to do some things for yourself, but if there's additional income coming in, or you can invest in the business, then you can outsource what you need overseas. Because I'm telling you, these people are not answering their own emails or all of that stuff to give the thumbs up. They're people. So now you have to think, because, they're able to do that. And then they have the memberships, and then they have the super chats, and then they have also their courses. So as you see, it's a business. And if you're going to do it like DoorDash and Dante, DoorDash, she was like, listen, she had to go back doing DoorDash or whatever else she was doing, but she's still out here. She knows that controversy, people are going to talk. Controversy is going to push her up in the algorithm. And the algorithm are really us, the audience. People like me will say, let me go see what she's talking about over here. Because she said, I know they're going to talk about me. So darn if you do, darn if you don't, they're still going to talk. And people, you're not going to be able to support everybody. But you just got to be, be conscious and focus on what it is you're called to do. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and even after this, if you guys get a chance, there's a premiere that I have scheduled. I really wanted to talk about the violence, about nurses, but I'm seeing where they could strike me later on because certain words you can't use. Yes, she knows that controversy sells, right? And so she's they're going to talk anyway, because they were making videos on that poor woman. It was just so ridiculous what they were doing. And it was just disgusting. There were some people just went overboard just to get the clicks. And so she understands that. And that's hard to have people bashing you every day. And like I said, I like what she was doing. I invested in her thing, not so much for the information, but it was just a way to say, I saw what she was doing. It uplifted me, it gave me another opportunity. And I was just like, hey, if this is the way, I didn't even think about super nothing. I just buy the thing. I think I glanced at it, and there's sometimes two people, people will just want to bless you. And for me, like on YouTube, there's one thing that I'm going to set up. So because I want to keep track of it, because I do give some of those, but I just want to track it on one thing so that I can do that more often. So I know everything is that I'm doing there. It's from YouTube. So, I'll hook it up to something else. So yeah, you're right, Els. It's a live. What is? Oh, yeah, it's going to be a premiere tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's going to be a video. It's only like 10 minutes long. So that should be up. So tonight you guys can either go click on it to remind you, or a thumbs up, because once it's done, then you guys can watch it. Even afterwards, if you miss the premiere. So it will come as if it's alive. And that's another great way to do it. I'm getting ready. That's why I can't type a lot. No problem, Nasula. I know that you're listening in. Yeah, so it's going to be a live tomorrow, premiere at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and that might be 7 or 8 p.m., maybe Kenya's time, Nasula's time. Yeah, yeah, something like that. And so tonight you can just go give it a thumbs up and say, "Oh, I'm waiting, can't wait," or something. And then once it'll play. But guys, I'm telling you, I'm finding my niche there. And the other one that I did, nursing is in trouble, because that's my niche. It's over 2,100 people are watching it. So all the other time I was doing other things, and I said, you know what, before I leave here, what if I focus on my niche? So that's been up for a while, and I started sharing it in some of the nursing groups. I started sharing it in my groups. Then I started to share it personally, and people said, hey, we really like that. You know, we really like what you're talking about, because I kind of make it, because I could get really into this, into the stats, and then I don't want to bash anybody, guys, because you know I got to do business in this nursing industry. But I'm going to be straight up. I'm very plain, very simple, say what I need to say, so I don't have to call any names and point fingers. But yeah, it's my concern about with these nurses, what's been going on, and so forth and so on. Hey, it's 1 minute after. Gotta go. Thank you all so much for being here. See you all. Thank you. I went over by a minute. Blessings, everybody, and thank you. And check out 1 p.m. Eastern New York time, my premiere tonight. You can go ahead and check it. Until next time, everybody. Thank you for the likes and the support. Take care now. Bye bye.